way to put in the brass, you guys. Good job with that. You sort of have like a Tragic Kingdom era No Doubt meets Ani DeFranco thing going on. I think that was pretty cool. One thing I noticed is certainly it's a little bit out of the ordinary, and I feel like you're holding back a little bit as to being just totally out there, like embrace it, be weirder, but I enjoyed it. Lastly, you guys got to spread out a bit. I think the bassist should have been in front because I couldn't see what you were doing, but again, the stage is small, so good work, you guys.
Hey guys. So my question is, who do you listen to? Who do you guys like? Who do you really like? Okay. Well, so there's my criticism. Is I need more identity from drums, bass, and guitar. You're all playing a lot, and because you're all playing a lot, like even though I'm not a huge stickler for a riff, I'm just not getting enough identity. The guitar thing is totally interesting. I've never seen anyone do that. Do you have a compressor going there? Okay, you get a pedal compressor, it'll make life easier, right? Compress it and play it. But because you're doing that, which is very textural, and the bass is textural, and the drums are textural, it's a whole lot of texture that could be simplified. Like I heard melodies and riffs that were trying to come out, and if those were stronger, that would mean more to me. But I think where you're going is cool, and obviously the cowbell was the hit of the show. I mean, dude with cowbell gets like 10 points from me right there. But yeah, just somehow the bass, drum, and guitar can be clarified. That would help. But it was really nice to listen to. It's very musical and very, very together musically. So that was pleasant. Thank you.
Hey guys. Yeah, I'm going to echo a lot of kind of what Brian said. I kept kind of trying to grab a hold of something and it wasn't quite there. But let me tell you this too. Your first song shouldn't have been your first song. Your second song you should have led with. Just from a set list idea. It had so much more power behind it. It just felt a lot more developed. It got me more interested in what you were doing. So just for future, I think I would lead with that one rather than the one you did first. Nice voice on lead. Like, I really like your voice. I hear you come so close to like going ahead and growling sometimes, and I want that. Like, I think it would go a long way towards lending a little bit of identity because you have a nice full voice, and I know it's down there. Like, you can get a little bit more intense. I would appreciate that. But yeah, nice. I don't really have, like I said, I just kept waiting to grab a hold of something I couldn't quite get it, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. I think it's just a matter of kind of finding it, because I think you guys are well on your way.
Great. Hi there. I just wanted to say what I enjoyed about you guys is how you really work together on the stage. When you work on horns, you are getting the crowd engaged to clap. You had your cowbell. You are constantly doing something to keep the folks out here watching you. So great job out there on that part. I loved your voice as well. I'll second that. I listened to No Doubt so too, so I kind of had moments, particularly on the second song, where I felt like, oh, I can kind of hear that. So keep up with what you're doing and don't lose confidence in your performance. I felt like there were points when maybe you weren't singing and the band was playing where you looked bored a little bit to me on stage. So just keep the energy, keep believing in what you're doing because the people out here are going to support you and believe in it too if you do. And then last thing I would add, I did enjoy your guitar solo. And I enjoy the horns, I enjoyed drums, I enjoyed everything. You guys did a great job.
So nice job, guys. Barrett, yeah, man, you're a nutty guy, man. I want to party with you. I really do, man. I like you, man. You're cool. Yeah, you know, I think one, embrace adversity. Obviously, your guitar didn't work at the beginning of the show. That's going to happen 1,000 times in your career. Go with it. You know what I mean? You got to kill time. You got to keep everybody engaged and things like that. So that's one criticism is stuff. The only thing 100% true is that something's going to go wrong during your show. Embrace it. Go with it. I don't think it was a very good idea to have a new song with no title on it as your first song and your first introduction to the audience. I think if you would have led with the second tune, things would have gone a lot better for you. That those are things you learn, you overcome, and you deal with. But overall, I think Brian was right on. You guys got to develop a little bit more boundaries and identities for who you are. I think you have the potential of being Ivory. I think you have the potential of being a good front lady for the band. You just got to swing for the fences and go for the 10 every time, okay? And if you do that, it'll be great. Nice job. Thanks, guys.